All the disrespect before you play back, button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Thank you for tuning in once again. We are back that much closer to the New Year's, and yes, I'm wearing all this basically to cover up the fact that I look and feel like shit right now. So I thought, why not have fun with it? Shit, I got a Santa hat, I got some shades. They're my wife's, by the way, but anyway, why not? And as always, hope you're having a good day, because if you're not, if you got COVID like myself, guess what? It's gonna get better, baby. Let's go. All right, now on to the first set of buttons that need to be checked. This one starts off in the world of PunkdaGod. Excuse me if I seem a little long-winded in this episode, because I'm gonna do my best to get straight to it, baby. Straight to the bone. You know what I'm saying? Just cutting past all the bullshit. You know, it's gonna help me with editing and whatnot, because I really do feel like shit. But speaking of feeling like shit, I wonder how PunkdaGod is feeling when it comes to Street Fighter V, because y'all know he's been very vocal this year with not really feeling the game, you know, as much. He even went as far as that one time during CPT after he won. Basically told them to their face, I ain't really feeling the game, I'm just gonna play Guilty Gear right now. That shit was hilarious. But anyway, he posted this just the other day saying, lately I've had legit zero motivation for anything Street Fighter V related. I just wish the netcode would get fixed for the last season of the game. If it's gonna stay online, please, Capcom fighters, get that R code, hit up ArcSys, and do something, I beg you. Which is very interesting, right? Because Punk, once again, is basically saying this to their face. I haven't seen them respond. Of course, I don't think they would. Like, what can they really say to that? And then, you know, Punk is also qualified to be in Capcom. You know what I'm saying? As always, there's gonna be nothing but, you know, sharks and then pools. And then we have people in the FGC kind of reacting, you know, bringing up the obvious, saying, be careful, King. They're gonna do you like Sajam. Remember, we actually reported on that story too, where apparently Sajam was blacklisted to a point because he was vocal, you know, with Street Fighter V and the bad online play, the bad netcode and whatnot. And apparently, because of that, the almighty Cap Gods, you know, blacklisted him. That was a whole thing, of course, but now they're saying, yo, Punk, you better be careful, because they're gonna do the same thing. But Punk responds saying, I will die on this hill if needed. Sajam is not alone. And then others responding saying, you have the biggest love-hate relationship with Capcom and the Street Fighter V dev team. And then at Illusions FGC responded with this saying, I'll trade you Street Fighter V netcode for Fighter's netcode. But the Punk responds saying, honestly, Fighter's netcode isn't that bad when you get the PC fix. I've been having pretty good connection matches. Illusions responds saying, I agree, the PC fix definitely makes it a lot better, but I think it's more based around the PC fix and not the actual netcode. Standard fighters on PC or console is actually unplayable at any level of play. Punk responds to that saying, yeah, I agree 100%, but at least they have something that helps. When someone mad a netcode fix for Street Fighter, Capcom just patch it out, LOL. And then from there, I noticed, you know, Punk actually making more posts talking about he's streaming fighters. Enjoying it, saying a 6-hour streaming fighters feels like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just having fun in other games, which, you know, it's very interesting because you have a pro like Punk, and one could definitely make the argument that he's already been there, done that, you know what I'm saying? But he's in Capcom, right? The biggest, arguably the biggest tournament because of the biggest payout, you know what I'm saying, that we have in the FGC. It's going down, you know what I'm saying? How much is the payout there? Isn't it like 200 or 250 racks? Something huge. And in the midst of that, when you have all these pros that are gearing up for it, and this is like makes or break everything for them, Punk is like, I'm streaming fighters, I'm playing Strive, I'm not feeling Street Fighter. The luxury of having money, you know what I'm saying? Because when you have money, you can do shit like, you can have a freedom type attitude. You can speak your mind, you can stretch your legs, you can have your opinions, you know what I'm saying? Because when you have money, money talks, baby. And obviously Punk is always throwing up his bank account, his money, his investments or whatever. So when you have money, you have freedom. So that's what Punk is pretty much flexing right now from what I can gather. He's like, yo, at the end of the day, I know what's at stake and I know I'm in Cap Cup, but I just ain't enjoying the game, baby, and I got money. And obviously his money might be a little more than my money, which, by the way, this is the budget for Button Check most episodes. But anyway, but when it's all said and done, you gotta love the man's attitude when it's coming to honesty, you know, because a lot, whether you hate him or you love him, you know, he brings that hype, he talks that shit, he backs it up, he adds a lot of hype to the FGC, and he He talks that shit. And he even does it like this, where he will tag Capcom. He will tag Capcom. He will tell them to their damn face, whether it's in the stream after he wins or in a tweet. I mean, you gotta love it. And next up for these next set of interesting ass turn of event buttons that need to be checked. This one pops off. Remember we talked about a video the other day, huge video, right? It was like Hitbox versus Junkfood Arcade, custom arcades, right? So Junkfood, I'll put the video down below if you guys haven't seen it. Mr. Sarjano's video as well. But apparently, long story short, Hitbox is getting sued by another Hitbox company. That Hitbox company is pissed off because they feel like their ideas are not copying Hitbox in any way, and they're original, and they want the freedom to sell their products. So they're suing Hitbox. They have that much confidence in their product, that much faith, you know what I'm saying, that they are not doing anything wrong, that they're the ones actually challenging Hitbox, and there's about to be a court battle. And I want to give a big shout out. The link is down below. Definitely check out this article because it includes everything I'm about to mention, plus more, right here, Christopher Wenzel at Megavisions. Of course, megavisions.net, really well done article. Dirty Loge sent it to me. He was like, yo, check this out. Did you know any of this? One thing I thought that was very interesting is when Christopher wrote this, and I'll put it on the screen right now, where it says, Junkfood has also been accused of shifting their own legal might around, because initially on FGC Twitter, right, there was this uproar, which led me to create the video. Remember, in the video I was saying I was confused. Why are people seeming like they're getting mad at Hitbox over this video? And because the video was basically, it was kind of like, it was very neutral. Mr. Sujano wasn't going into anything negative, but I think people were taking it as that, oh, Hitbox are the big guys and they're shifting their weight, trying to monopolize the Hitbox industry, have you, and then they were basically shitting on the Snackbox Micro, aka Junkfood Custom Arcades, and not wanting them to create that. And therefore, trying to, monopolize the industry. At least that's the way it kind of came off in social media, and that's the way that Junkfood also presented it. And a lot of people just kind of had that attitude where they were like, this is not right. We need to be here for the community. We want it to grow. But I say all that long-winded to say this, because apparently Junkfood did the exact same thing they complained about, or that others complained about, to another gentleman that was creating like a similar hitbox. And in the article, you can click on the links and whatnot. Here are the screenshots though, but I think it's, jfedor.org, if I'm even saying that correctly. Basically, you can see where Junkfood is responding, saying, hi, the buttons are patent pending. The overall design is in process as well. I would ask nicely for you to respect that. I think you could understand that the hard work me and my son have put into our products. My name is Travis, and my son and I run Junkfood Arcades. This is the reference to your flat box, I guess that's another new design, and to your inquire to have someone measure our buttons. And the other person, I guess the one creating the flat box, responds saying, are you worried I'm cloning your buttons? I'm not. I already have working buttons. I wanted to send people to your shop to buy the injection molded button caps when they have trouble with the 3D printed ones. I needed to know if they'll fit. Junkfood responds saying, take the flat box down. They respond simply saying, why? Then they say, because it's not your design. You copied my design. You have no idea how much effort went into that from me and my family. Why do you think we would just give that away to you? Pick another one from our slim projects and invest your time there. Please pull the flat blocks down. Then you can see where it continues saying, from here forward, it'll be with lawyers. So you can see how it jumps up super quick. And once again, does it kind of sound familiar to y'all? Once again, situation where you're like, you need to stop what you're doing. But the funny thing with this one is, Junkfood admits in the beginning, there's no patent on what we're doing. It's patent pending. But yet, take your shit down because here come my lawyers and you better respect the work we put. Like I said, I don't know exactly what the court's gonna say, but this shit just makes the whole thing look that much sloppier. So apparently Junkfood at this point did an interview with somebody and they kept it very vague. And then the whole person that we just read trying to create the flat box responded right here. I'm the guy talking about in the interview, I made the flat box with the open source DIY fight stick design, among other things. I'm sick of Junkfood claiming they only wanted to sort out things before they reach out to me. The only thing they ever wanted from me was to take down my designs. There has never been any collaboration request, only threats. Have you noticed how he doesn't answer the question about his lawyers bullying the mods into removing my post? Because that's what happened. Also banning any future Flatbox post. He says my designs are still up. First of all, no, my original Flatbox design is not up. The version that you can see right now on my GitHub is a variant modified to look less like their product to get them off my back. Second of all, I don't see how them being only partially successful in their bullying campaign somehow makes them the good guys. Then it gives a link and stuff so you can click on the full conversation, and down below it says support them in their fight against Hitbox if you want, but don't believe the takes they tell about their interactions with me and their stance towards DIY stick makers. Ladies and gents, damn. So who's to believe what? That's why I say, man, at the end of the day, it's easy to make a post on Twitter. It's easy to read something, and the sad part is so many people on Twitter will just take something with no research, no facts, and they just like their fucking pitchforks, and they'll just go create a mob. That's the bullshit ass, reality we live in. Here's to 2022, maybe not being that way. It's probably gonna be the same way. But either way, this is why you gotta just bite your tongue sometimes. Don't tweet, don't retweet, just stay the fuck out of it and let the court do their shit, because we don't really know at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We could hear one thing and it sounds good and hear another thing and it sounds good, but the court's gonna have the facts and the facts and the facts and the facts. We gotta let them dish it out, man. This is company business. We gotta let these dudes, let the lawyers do their work. I don't know, man. I just know, like I said, just makes the whole thing feel kind of sloppy. There it is, one more again. Thank you guys for all the amazing love. Please forgive all of this stuff and hope you guys are doing much better than I am right now. Once again, apologize for the appearance, not feeling too good, but we're gonna make it. Maybe we'll live stream for New Year's. I don't know, I wanna do something festive, man. So thank you guys for all the amazing love. We are gonna get there. Next year is gonna be that much bigger. We still got things in the works and we still got announcements coming, man. So I really want 2022 to be the year for Button Check. Thanks to you guys. So thank you guys for all the amazing love. We'll see you soon. Love you forever. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe. By the way, if any of you ever tried to steal Button Check, I will be forced to lawyer up and sue you. It's taken me a long time to get where I'm at, and I'll be damned if my family has worked so hard at this, to get the things that I have here. I have money. I have one of those booster oxygen, give you like extra breath. I have Motrin medicine, I have dental floss. You just can't get this kind of dental floss on the street. I have Listerine, all right? This keeps your breath fresh. I have Tums smoothies, because it's better than, regular Tums. And then I have not one, but 2 deodorant sticks. And these are specially made for Button Check, Stain Defense Clean Comfort. I have half-eaten snacks. I have a lot of shit, and I'll be damned if I have one of you motherfuckers come up in my hood and just take this all away from me. Fuck that. On second thought, you could have it. You could just take it.